Arsenal to win the league and leave United as the longest team without lifting the trophy. Liverpool win the league and they match United's history record. City to make it fourth.
4 in a row.
Back.
Bro, I'd rather not watch any of those stuff.
I did ask you. Right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is the Premier League review this weekend. Some matches already have been played for match day
22.
Yeah. And yes, of course.
Others are still going on.
Yes.
Yeah,
so we have the Gunners who picked 2-1 victory over Nottingham Forest.
Yep.
So
crucial points.
Correct score, you just needed 3-1.
Just needed a goal from Arsenal again to have a 3-1 correct score, but it didn't come. But I thought for Arsenal, very crucial win for them. So they just needed that. They didn't need a lot of goals from that game. So all good.
Yeah, and also you came so close to getting correct score between Luton and Brighton.
No. Did you?
I had said, I think I gave Luton to win 2-1.
In the kick tip?
Yes, kick tip.
Good for you. I think it was a very tough game to predict, although we know Luton is always they can do well at home, but they can shock anyone. But yeah, I went for Brighton win. Unfortunately, they were thumped.
And also, one of the easiest matches anyone could predict was Aston Villa taking on Newcastle United.
Whew. Hey. I don't know what's happening in the Unai Emery's camp right now, but in Premier League, those things do happen. There's at a point where
you hit decline.
And you have to really try as much as you can not to lose a lot of points. So I think that is the time for Aston Villa right now. They lost 3-1 to Newcastle, but we will see who they'll be playing next. And not many comments for that game, but congratulations to Newcastle. Winning at Villa Park is not for everyone.
Not 1 goal, not 2. Right, so that's all. Now we gotta go straight to the fixtures. We see also our feature match.
We begin on Saturday. As usual, we have an early kickoff, and we always say
Ogopa early
kickoff. So we have Spurs going to Goodison Park to face Everton. What do you think about this game?
Wow. I feel it's a tough match, very tough.
Yeah.
Early kickoffs not that good.
Yep.
But then again, I think Tottenham now they are regrouping and they are not heading in the wrong direction just like before.
Yeah.
Having some players coming back to their pitch, I mean, to join the squad, that will be perfect for them. And I feel they are motivated. Away at Goodison Park is not that good for Ange, but tactically, Ange is getting most of things right, and I feel Tottenham can run away with this close to something like 2-1 victory. 2-1
victory. Yeah, it's the most probable result for that game. And remember, Tottenham, as we speak, Tottenham have not played in their match day 22 game. They're playing Brentford, but they are at home. What did you go for? You went a 2-1?
2-1 win.
Yeah, you went for a 2-1 win for that game. Yeah, so I went for a 1-1. So I'm thinking if they will draw 1-1 in this game, they are going to win as well. And Maddison is back, and now this is the game where I think he will be back fully. And I'm also thinking Tottenham will win, and I'm going for a 3-1 Tottenham win.
Amazing.
Well, same day, before we move to Sunday, because we have a few other games that I would want us to talk about on Sunday. Just a quick prediction. So that you don't run away with it the way you do, because you usually predict on the kick tip, but on the show you say, hey, I had Luton win against Brighton. So
come on, do you have to be mad because of something like that, bro?
Brighton versus Crystal Palace. What do you think?
Tough match. Brighton have to bounce back, but then again, Palace are. They're not that good. Not that good. So I feel Brighton will bounce back in this match. They need to. Zabi will do his wonders. I'm sure you are one of the guy's biggest followers and biggest fans. So I'm gonna give Brighton a 2-1 win.
Well, they need to bounce back, and without going into very much details, Brighton to win this game with at least 3 goals, so 3-1.
Yep.
And then we have Newcastle versus Luton. Just a quick prediction.
Quick prediction.
Look, Newcastle.
motivated. Luton, motivated. Interesting match. I'm going for who is home?
Newcastle, of course.
Okay, Luton cannot win this match. I'm giving Newcastle 2-0 victory.
Yeah, remember in the reverse fixture, Luton won 1-0.
Yeah.
So this is the time for the revenge.
Yeah.
But I think Luton will score in this match. Adebayo is on fire, and I also feel like they will get 2 goals for Newcastle and then 1 for Luton. So a 2-1 for Newcastle. And then on Sunday, we have at 5 p.m. we have Chelsea taking on Wolves. What do you think about this match?
As we speak right now, Chelsea have not faced Liverpool.
Yes.
So just that to, and I feel Chelsea have a good team, but then again, at some point they forget they are supposed to play. They play well, they get carried away. So I'm gonna give them a draw, 1-1
against Wolves.
Yes.
Interesting. What prediction did you have for Chelsea versus Liverpool?
Of course, Liverpool to win.
Liverpool to win again.
3-1.
Yeah. So on your side, you think Chelsea might lose or will lose a lot of points in these 2 fixtures? But I tell you what, even the game against Liverpool, of course, I went for a difficult 2-1 win for Liverpool, but you never know. Chelsea are a side that turns up when they are playing a big team, and sometimes you wonder exactly how they do it.
Yeah.
But I think at Anfield, they will lose, of course, or they might lose. Let me use that term. And in this match against Wolves, this is the time for Chelsea to bounce back again. And I'm thinking they will win against Wolves. Wolves have been a good side, although sometimes they also crumble out, especially when they play away from home. So I'm going for a Chelsea 2, Wolves 1 prediction. And then we have Man United taking on West Ham at Old Trafford at the same time with Chelsea. What do you think?
Interesting. West Ham United know how to face big teams.
Yep.
That's one thing for sure. And they have good players. They have good players all over. And they press. When they get the chance, they present. When you watch United playing, it's not the United we want to see competing at a high level. And United in some way they find a way to complicate. Like they'll shoot themselves on the leg, and I feel this is a match West Ham United can get something. And I'm gonna give them a win at Old Trafford. I know it is tough, but I'm gonna give West Ham United a 2-1 victory. Trust you me, we'll be here with you. You know, United, even United team A and B playing, none can win.
Well, the reason why I'm laughing is probably you're thinking the way they thumped us 2-0 at their backyard, and then they also thumped you 2-0 at Emirates. You also think that they will come to Old Trafford and beat Manchester United. You watching this
video,
I am disagreeing with Vincent here, and it's for the obvious reasons. West Ham are not coming to Old Trafford to take anything away from Old Trafford. Manchester United will turn up in this game, although it might depend with how they will play against Wolves, but I'm thinking they'll do better. This is the time where Manchester United need to set feet in the right places for them to start building up the momentum of catching up with the top 4 teams. Of course, they are a little far away.
You still have hopes like you can finish the top 4.
Hope against hope is always the best thing you can have as a football fan.
First
especially
thing you need to compete with Chelsea.
Yep, and we're doing properly because we are ahead of them. And in the next few fixtures, you already predicted that Chelsea will get maybe 1 point. 1 point. And that's good for us because I'm thinking also Manchester United might win the 2 fixtures during this time. So for this game, West Ham will score, but still, I'm thinking Manchester United will score more goals, and I'm going for a 2-1 win for Manchester United. And then the same Sunday, a few hours later, we have our feature match, especially because Liverpool will be visiting the Emirates, what Max usually calls the carpet. And what a game we have here, because as we speak, Aston Villa lost. Yeah. So it means Arsenal are now second. Yeah. Man City have also not played their game. So What do you think about this game? Let's start from maybe team news. Do you have any team news for Arsenal especially?
I was expecting Thomas Partey to be on the bench against Nottingham Forest, but unfortunately he wasn't, though he trained the team, like full training, so first team training. So I expect maybe him to be on the bench against Liverpool. Who else? I think Juren Timber is coming close to resuming full training, and we've seen the likes of ESR, Smith Rowe featuring. He played good football. Kai Havertz didn't feature, was on the bench, unused substitute. And now also Declan Rice, who was a doubt after getting a knock, he was involved 90 minutes in their 2-1 victory. So that is the side of the Gunners.
Yeah, I think also on Liverpool side, there's nothing much going on in terms of injuries right now. Most of their players are back, aside from maybe their key player, Mo Salah, let's say key attacker, because Liverpool have a number of key players in their team. So Salah is not available because he got injured in the AFCON. And then we have Robertson who's back.
Yeah, Robertson is back.
But watching their game against Norwich in the Cup, most of their players are back, and we're gonna be watching again to see who will be back. But for now, I think most of their players, aside from Salah, who can decide a game like this, are all available, including Konate, Trent, and then we also have Szoboszlai, and one underrated striker in the name of Darwin Núñez and Jota.
Yep.
So in terms of team news, that's what we have. And then now we look at the form of these two teams. And of course, as we speak right now, it's between number 1
and 2.
And number 2. So it means this is a very difficult match, of course. Arsenal welcoming Liverpool at the Emirates. So in terms of head-to-head, last time out, last season we saw Arsenal take full points at Emirates, winning 3-2. But in the reverse fixture, a game which was much needed win for Arsenal, unfortunately they drew 2-2. And then in the first leg of this season, they drew 1-1 at Anfield. And what an epic encounter this is now gonna be. So what do you think about this game? Tactically, it's a huge blow for Liverpool to lose Salah. Salah is a key player. That's the word. So without Salah, and you saw it was the difference when Arsenal came close to maybe getting 3 points at Anfield, but he equalized, also came close to giving them a win, but unfortunately it didn't happen. And that's a massive blow, but still Liverpool have whole what it takes to fire against Arsenal. So tactically, Liverpool will try they can try to sit back, because when you look at the Gunners, Aston is a team, when you sit back, you completely confuse them. I'm going to give you an example of the recent match which they played against Nottingham Forest.
Arsenal had everything, possession 70, between 60, 70 up to even 80, but first 45 minutes ended in a goalless draw, with Gunners getting over 8 corners in the process, a lot of shots, but still no goal. So that's something now Jurgen Klopp is thinking about, something we didn't mention, that he's leaving at the end of the current season.
Yeah.
So I feel now Liverpool will be using this as if the remaining matches for Jurgen Klopp to just tell him goodbye, our father, you've been of massive help. So for the Gunners, I feel at some point their shooting is back. The only thing why they picked 3 points against Nottingham Forest is because Forest started without their forward, because they're playing good football and defensive wise, but they cannot hit on the counter. So if you play such type of style, it will mean the Gunners will try to attack. At the end of the day, you realize you're playing high line, and that's why you can be caught on counter. Diogo Jota is there, Darwin Núñez is there. So but it's a game for the Gunners. They know it's a must win for them. So is Liverpool. But for Liverpool, they can lose this match and still they're fine, because the gap will not be. So a loss for Liverpool will blow the title challenge. Like, it will be even more tight. And Arsenal, I'm still having doubts in terms of scoring. You've seen Gabriel Jesus is not doing what's supposed to be done as a striker, as a forward. Yes, missing sitters and scoring the hard ones. But either way, I feel now Arsenal will not lose this match. It's the worst they can get is a draw from the Reds. But I'm going to give them a win of 2-1 at the Emirates.
Good analysis, good insights you've brought in this game. I don't know what to say as a neutral who's watching from very far as title contenders come against each other. And Arsenal versus Liverpool has always been a game that brings everything on the table. I mean, entertainment, call it like everything, even the fans themselves. The game at Anfield, most of they called them the Cop. The Cop was behind Liverpool, and now we're going to see what Arsenal fans have to be like the 12th man for their team. But again, as a neutral here, I remember one day you asked me if I'd choose Liverpool to win the league or something, or Arsenal to win the league. Liverpool to win the 20th league.
Liverpool to win the 20th league and they draw with United.
Or Arsenal to win the first league.
to win it for the 4th consecutive time, or Arsenal to win the league
for the first one
time since
in a long time. Now leaving us to have the longest time without a Premier League for the big clubs. It's a difficult one, and that's why I wish all the teams could lose in this one. Well, funny thing with me is I have so many Arsenal friends. And even my brother is an Arsenal fan, a diehard one. Even my mother is an Arsenal fan.
That family is smart.
She knows Thierry Henry. And now, when it comes to this, I don't hate Arsenal this much because I'd rather they would win because they deserve it sometimes. As in, you will feel that they have been playing well. For Liverpool, I don't like Liverpool for sure.
So Liverpool
and this season, I have ruled out Liverpool for a number of times until at some point where I just saw this team is doing so well. And this is why. Liverpool, coming to this season, they had finished 5th. Now they're leading the table with those 5 points. I think now Arsenal has cut them into 2. And they lost all their midfield. They lost very key players, something we've been talking about all through and through. And the reason why I'm bringing this on the table is because this game, Arsenal versus Liverpool, is going to be decided in the midfield. And if you look at it, these two teams have great midfielders. I was ruling out a few of the Liverpool midfielders because I thought McAllister maybe he just won the World Cup because of Messi. I was wrong. McAllister, if he's fit, he plays very well for Liverpool. So Bosley, a great signing. And then they also have Hendo and Gravenberch who've come to the team and they're doing a good job. So aside from the midfield, Arsenal have great wingers in Martinelli and Saka. On the day that they turn up, everything is fireworks for Arsenal. They can put 5 goals easily past anyone. And this is not like a biased kind of analysis. You can see it. When they decide to start scoring, they score a lot of goals. So I tend to think Arsenal with the way they defend right now, Arsenal with their current midfield, Arsenal when their attackers are on fire, Arsenal are a side to reckon with. So I think if they're going to play well, they could win this match. But as a neutral who wants an exciting title race, because Man City is also still in there, this match could end as it did in the first. And that's why I'm going for
1-1 draw.
Thank you. So that is it.
You haven't answered my question. Back there. Arsenal to win the league and leave United as the longest team without lifting the trophy. Liverpool win the league and they match United's history record. City to make it 4th.
4 in a row.
Back.
Bro, I'd rather not watch any of those stuff.
I didn't ask you not to watch. There is no give you options A, B, C, you go for D.
Okay, for the sake of my big brother back at home who suffered long enough, the last time he saw Arsenal lift the Premier League is when they went invincibles. And at that time we were so young, I don't know even if he understood what was happening. So I'd rather them. But the good thing is, last season they were supposed to do it. They didn't do it. This season, they have no chance because Liverpool and Man City are not teams to go head-to-head with in the title race.
How do you come from a family of smart people, yet yourself, you're not?
Anyway, bro, the smartest people on earth are those who support Manchester United. They are great. My bro, my mother, everyone else, very smart people. But the smartest people, they support Manchester United.
Yes.
Yep.
The fastest animal slaughtered.
Well, that is that. Yeah. So Liverpool 1-1 draw.
Yep.
For you, it's
2-1 win.
2-1 win for Arsenal. Yeah. Very possible. And we're gonna be waiting for your views of you watching, of course. You watching and wondering what kind of nonsense are these people saying? Let us know in the comment section what you predict for that game. So we've spent much on that game because always that is our feature match. But we also have Manchester City playing on Monday night. This is Monday Night Football at 11 p.m. East African time. They are going to play against Brentford away from home. What do you think about this game?
This is not the Brentford we saw last season, and I feel they've had a decline. It happens sometimes, like we mentioned, but then again, 4 years has been the longest. City know it's time to close that gap, and depending on the result on Sunday between Arsenal and Liverpool, that will also be a determinant because City have not played 2 matches as we speak. And it's easy win for City, 3-0.
Yep. I think for my bet slip did you have Man City on your bet slip, Monday bet slip win?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's easy game for Man City. We don't need to talk much about it because KDB is back. Haaland is back as well. We don't know if he'll feature, but whether he plays or not, Manchester City have all it takes to win this game. And I think Brentford will score 1 though, because the game Man City played before Brentford is Burnley, and I'm thinking they could keep a clean sheet in that because they are at home. But in this one, that's when they could concede. So I'm going for a 3-1 Manchester City victory. Well, those are our predictions. So we are not going to have the kick tip review this time because the matches are still ongoing. We still don't know who will come up at the top in the match day. But we will still leave the link down below so that we play Matchday 23 and let us know, of course, give us those predictions in the kick tip, and the link is in the comments and in the description section. So we've come to the end of the EPL preview. My name is Brian.
You call me Vincent.
And this is the Liquid Sports Show.